focus on the hamstrings because a lot of times our hamstrings get really tight from sitting a lot, and that can cause back pain. So we're gonna focus on that, and I'm gonna use 2 blocks, which I think I talked about a few months back. I got these on Amazon. I got a set of 4 for like, I think it was like $8 or $10, okay? So we're gonna start off with the calf stretch. So it's very similar to Warrior One, but it's not as far stretched. So that foot goes forward, and the knee doesn't pass the toes, and then you take that right leg back, put the hands on the hips, gaze forward, and then you'll feel that calf stretch. And you can do each one of these with 10 breaths. And then we're going to switch to the other side. So we bring that right leg forward. We're going to take that left foot back. You're going to bend that right knee. Stretch out that left calf. And just breathe into that left calf. And on that exhale, let that tension go. And you can do 10 breaths on each side at your own pace. So for the next one, we've done it many times. It's a forward fold. But, you know, given the storm and everything that's happened, I thought some of us might be excessively tight, and the hamstrings do get tight very quickly. So I've always said, you know, when my back is the worst, you can fold forward and you can bend the knees, and that will sort of take the pressure off the hamstrings and kind of stretch out the lower back. But using the blocks, if you're super tight, you could just bend the knees and make them the long length and just stay here and just breathe. So you can bend the knees and just stay here and hold it for 10 breaths. Once that gets a little loose, if you want to, maybe not this time, but the next time, you could lower the block to the long length, so it's a little bit lower, and hold it here. And you can even flatten them down, which takes it a little bit lower, and stay here for 10 breaths. So whatever's available to you, because from here down to the floor is a big leap. So these blocks are really awesome for these type of ease into postures. So from here, we can take it back to the highest point, and we can straighten out the legs, and this will be your full-on hamstring stretch, okay? So we can just hold this one for 10 breaths. And this one is pretty intense. And when you get comfortable with that, you can make that block a little bit lower straight, stretching out that hamstring. And finally, you can flatten it down all the way, which takes you a hair lower, and hold it here. And then after doing this, you could choose to do the full forward fold. And if you need to, you could lower, make that block high, and just try to reach that head towards it. You could bend the knees if you're not ready, or you could straighten them out. Whatever you choose is perfect. So the next one that we're gonna do, we've done it before, but not with the blocks. It's this half split, right? So we're gonna have the 2 blocks. You can have them at the highest if you need that. So you're gonna drop one knee. You're gonna stretch out that left leg, and you're gonna bring the blocks so that they're underneath the arms. And you could stay here. This will be a good hamstring stretch right here. Whatever's available to you. You could stay here, 10 breaths, work your way up to the next level. So the next level would be to lower that nose to the knee. And again, you could lower the blocks, making them long. Hold it here for 10 breaths, or you could lower them even further by flattening them down and hold it here for 10 breaths. Same thing on the left side. Bend the left knee, extend that right leg. Make sure those blocks are underneath the arms so you're not extending that shoulder out. And you can hold it here, 10 breaths. And I'm at the lowest, but you could put it at the highest to start off with the other side. You could put it on its side where it's still a little bit lower, or flat on the ground and focus. And if it's available to you, nose to the knee for 10 breaths. And slide that leg in. Slowly bend the knees, raise yourself up. Hope this is helpful. Have a great weekend. Namaste.